Hello everyone, thanks for checking out the video. Today we are checking out the Tamashii Nations 15th anniversary event at the Tokyo store in Akihabara. If you could subscribe to the channel, I'd really appreciate it. Like the video, check on the bell notification. So this is the inside of the store when you walk in. Has a nice little message from Bandai, from Tamashii Nations, thanking everyone for supporting their line. And when you first come in, you'll see a few figures from different lines. Showing the evolution, I guess, of the line of SH Figuarts over the past 15 years. So there's a lot of figures on display. They really chronicle the figures as you move along through the years. It's a nice setup. It was very crowded today. It's quite unusual. This is part 1. Part 2 is in April. So this is the beginning. We go back to 2010. Not exactly 15 years of figures, but see the different lines. For most of this video, I'm going to keep quiet. I'll only chime in when I guess there's something personal I want to share. But please watch the whole video. I appreciate it. There's a lot of great stuff that was on display, not only in the 15-year display area, but also some of the new prototypes and figures that'll be coming out. And if you do watch the video in its entirety, you will see that the figures, the sculpting, there's my finger, the sculpting of the faces, in my opinion, has really deteriorated over the years. And I think most people will agree with that. The quality that Tamashii Nations, that the Figuarts line is giving us, at least in terms of the Western figures, whether it's DC, Marvel, or Star Wars, it's been lackluster. So please keep watching, check them out, and enjoy. Now right here, I totally forgot that Figuarts put out a Doraemon and a Nobita. Just completely forgot. I really wish we were getting more 1/12 scale vehicles. I mean, there's such a demand, I would say, for collectors to have that kind of stuff. It's a shame they don't do that. Enter 2013 Iron Man, the Mach 6. They really put out a lot of Iron Man or Iron Man figures, and you'll see more of them later on in the video. I kind of regret not picking up the Super Mario Brothers stuff. I remember when it came out, it was everywhere. It was on discount in a lot of places. I really regret not picking it up. And same with these guys. If you go to the movies in Japan, these guys are always the no more guys telling you not to pirate movies. They're a great little duo. In Japan, in Tokyo at Halloween, you see a lot of people dressed up like them. When you see these timelines on the board, like 2015 Darth Vader, this is not when the Star Wars line started. This is just a highlight of specific or particular figures that they put out. This is a really nice Bruce Lee figure. They put out a couple, actually. That's a nice figure. Now, the turtles. It's my opinion that the Figuarts turtles are the best ones that were produced in the scale. They're great. If you have them, you probably will agree with me. If you don't, sorry about that, but I think they're great. And there's the Hulkbuster. Really great. Great articulation on them. It's too bad that Hot Toys redesigned and screwed theirs up. Now, even look at this Jack Sparrow. Look at the head sculpt. I mean, look at this. It's great. It's a great head sculpt. The Street Fighter line. They were really putting out some great quality stuff back then. I don't know what happened. And the Yamato figures. They only put out a couple. They only put out the females as well. What's that? Like, you don't give us Kodai? Like, you don't give us any of the other people? The men? It's insane. There's the Hall of Armor. I got about 5 of those, I think. Haven't displayed them yet. Don't really have room. But I think I got about 5 of those. They're nice. They're really good. They released them a few times. Now these, the Iron Man was good. It was decent. This guy sat on the shelf forever, for years, this ant. And I forget his name, but I regret not picking that up. I mean, you look at it now and you look at Ant-Man on it. I really, really regret not picking that one up. So we're in the era, I think, where this was a fail, in my opinion, the Ray. Not just this one, but the others as well. It was something was going on there. The head sculpt, the quality of the figure. I don't know. And this Batman 89, notorious figure for being awful. Again, my opinion, awful. Look at it. It's like, what? What is that? I actually picked up a few of these Pac-Mans, one for myself and one from each for my kids. And they proceeded to break them in no time. Uh, it's a nice little figure. It's nice, really posable. It's really, really good. I think here you're really seeing the difference between the sculpting and the face printing technology. The sculpting was so much better, I think. The face printing, they just kind of got lazy and just doesn't look right. This Buzz Lightyear, though, this is a really nice figure. If you didn't pick it up, you know, it's a good figure. I was really surprised about how much I liked it. And now we have some of the stuff coming out this year. Chainsaw Man. That figure's cool. There's another display with more stuff later on, if you're interested. Same with Black Adam. There's a lot of good stuff. I mean, that Black Adam looks really cool in my opinion, with the hands crossed, the arms crossed. It's really cool. You know, there's some Kamen Rider stuff. That's a good head sculpt in my opinion. Now this guy, woo, this guy looks amazing. Amazing. This would probably be figure of the year. It looks amazing. And this one looks really good as well. I think they nailed the proportions. Really, really looking forward to picking up that Miles. Now over here, they just have a little bit of a display kind of showing how the things are made, packaged, and shipped off all over the world. There's a Chinese factory. Very sterile. But if you're into that kind of thing and you're into logistics and shipping and whatnot, you know, It's interesting. It's interesting to see how they do it. And if you don't want to watch the video, they have a little bit of a explanation here about, how many pieces are involved and what goes into putting the figures together. So it's pretty interesting. This is a great display. They've done this kind of thing before. It's really cool. You got to hand it to the store, Tamashii Nations. They really go all out with their backdrops and their displays and everything. So, if you're into photography and you want to come and take some nice photos with some really good backdrops or some scaled kind of dioramas, it's a pretty cool place to come and check things out like that. I wish they'd kind of rotate things a little bit more, a little bit faster, but what can you do? This black sun figure right here looks pretty good, pretty decent. I like the bike. Little bit of a boutique area. Not sure what that was. Now again, here is one of their diorama pieces. Look at this. Oh, that's great. Look at that. It's really put together well. Be nice if they had a little bit more color there, but And then this one, I mean, look at that. Very nice. Very cool. This one too. The fact they do this is really, it's a nice touch. Let's put it that way. All these Ultraman figures. Again, with the backdrop, it looks cool. It looks nice. Here they're highlighting the face printing technology. Again, I think the sculpting has to be a little bit better. It's a bit soft these days. And I think the face printing technology isn't where it should be. These are the prototypes. It's not always what you're getting when you buy it. These guys are funny. Japanese comedians. But you know, I think that's the biggest gripe now with figure arts is the head sculpts. You know, they used to be the kings. Not anymore. The fact that Hasbro has gotten to where they are so fast and Medicom Mafex has done so well is great. Now this is our Star Wars display. It was nice to have this here. Would have been nice if they had some of the prototypes. I've been messaging them. I've been going on their social media hoping to get them to put out another Star Wars themed display. They tend to do it for everything else. They haven't done it for Star Wars since that one time years ago. I was there. It was great. All those prototypes, dozens and dozens and dozens of prototypes that were never released. But this seems to be, I don't know, this seems to be their entire collection. I don't know. I've got almost everything here. There's a couple I didn't pick up. Mostly just like, you know, some kind of Stormtrooper variants and stuff like that. But, you know, I picked up a couple of the Qui-Gons, a couple of the Padmes. I think I got like 4 Yodas. A couple. I probably have 4 Dooku's as well. They're nice. They're nice. I might give them away on my channel sometime. As the Emperor. That was a nice set. I would have liked a little bit better detail, but yeah. I really hope they do another Star Wars exhibit showing, you know, what they've released and what they might release again. These are great. Again, the proportions are great. Really nice. Now, look at this guy. This is awesome. It was a nice surprise. Green Goblin. Look at that. Not so sure about the head sculpt, but the body and the glider are really cool. Very cool. Those 3 Spider-Men are turning into a bit of a disappointment these days. I don't know. Now here we go with the Venom and the Carnage. Look at him. Look at that guy. Oh man. Way better. I mean, it's a different character, but I mean, it's the same character, but from a different iteration. But the Mafex one, this one kills it. Look at that. Again, if you could like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Here's the Obi-Wan that they sort of surprise announced. In person, it's not so bad. It's a lot better in person than the photos I've been seeing online and the official photos that they released. You know, I mean, everyone who collects, you all know, you know, photos and video, photos in your real eyes are 2 very different things. Little detour. Check out the Mandalorian stuff. That Luke from the Mandalorian was just announced. That's going to be re-released in April, I believe. So for those of you who missed it, you'll be able to pick it up then. And now heading over to the Iron Man display. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. There's that Hulkbuster again. And all the different armors. I got that one there with the... Was it Hot Rod one? Is that what he's called? I got that. Actually, I got most of them. I got that second Hulkbuster from Infinity War as well. I never got the first one from them. Again, the Hall of Armor. Pretty affordable. I think they were like, I don't know, 5,000 yen each. They weren't that bad. That Mach 1 is a really nice figure. Very cool. Now DC stuff. That's a nice figure. I mean, the head could be a little bit better, but it's a nice figure. The ninja. So they have 3 Black Adams, so you can see how you can display it. You can display it with the tunic, the cape, with the cloak, with his eyes, and the electricity coming out. We can get him with his arms folded. I like that pose. I mean, it's a pose that you can't do with any other figure. You know, I mean, why wouldn't you choose that one? The Dark Knight stuff. I think around the Dark Knight is really where things started to change with Mafex and Figuarts. I think Mafex started overtaking them around the time they were doing sort of like 2.0s. Now this guy, that guy was never even released in Japan. What's that all about? And again, there's that 89 Batman with the puffy cape. But yeah, that Patterson Batman was never released in Japan from a Japanese company. It's bizarre. It's crazy. These guys look good. They look good. Everybody's putting out a figure, though. You got a lot to choose from. That didn't work. It's too shiny. There's that Wolverine and the Book of Boba Fett. Or I don't know. Is this Book of Boba Fett or Mandalorian? But it's a nice figure. I've been seeing the reviews. Haven't picked it up myself. It's 11,000 retail, I believe, but you can get it cheaper than that. Here's some of the exclusive items. They're selling the Godzilla, the 2002 one, limit of one per customer. You can buy it online. It's about the same price. Not a big deal. Figure out minis. So thanks everyone for checking out the video. Appreciate it as always. Take care, and I'll see you all next time.